Good morning, everyone. Today is our second full day here in Shanghai. We are extremely excited to go out, but of course the weather seems a little bit unwelcoming. It is raining. It is just like basically the first time when I came here with Richley, it was raining cats and dogs, and it was not really that comfortable. But this is not going to stop us. At least it's not cold. That's a massive improvement. The rain is not going to stop us from going out to discover more of this incredible city. For example, right now we are going to the Jade Buddha Temple, which is an incredible site in the city. I really wanted to go there the first time when I came to the city, but we couldn't because we didn't have enough time. But today we are going to go there. Jade Buddha Temple, which is an incredible site in the city. Its history dates back to 1882 because it was founded in that year with two Jade Buddha statues imported from Myanmar by sea. The temple now also contains a much larger reclining Buddha statue made of marble donated by Singapore. We have just gone to the so famous 1000 Trees shopping center. It was designed by British designer Thomas Heatherwick. In my opinion, this is one of the most innovative and insane designs that I've seen in my life, in the positive way, of course I say that. And apparently it represents like 1000 trees over a mountain, and to be honest with you, it is incredible. This is why Shanghai is one of the best cities in the world, because they know how to mix the best of the ancient world and the new world. Right now I'm going to be making my first coffee break of the morning. In a day I need about 3 coffees, seriously, otherwise I just don't even feel a human being. Now that I'm done with this, we can continue with my day. Right now we are going to have a lamb soup from the Lanzhou region of China, which is near Xinjiang. It was very tasty. However, it was very spicy. just got to Tianzifan. This is the best place in the city, or at least one of the best places where you can come to buy your souvenirs before going back home. This area apparently developed from a renovated residential area in the French concession, because as you know, at some point in history, some French people lived here for many years, and they actually owned kind of like a big part of Shanghai, and basically this is what is left from the French concession that they had back then, and just lovely. You can actually see that there is some sort of like European style going on here when you see the houses. Later that evening, we went out to meet up with my teacher, who I've been learning Mandarin Chinese with for the past 3 years. It's been a whole journey, but it's been wonderful because she's an incredible person and I've learned a lot with her. This is what we got for dinner. Everything was extremely tasty. We are going to be having 3 bubble teas. That one is cold, this one hot, and because obviously I've got some sort of a cold. And we are now with my teacher. I want you to go slow. I want you to go slow like this. Yeah, yeah. So everyone, good morning. Today we are going to Zhujiajiao, which is situated in the outskirts of Shanghai. It is an ancient town which, by the way, was founded at least 1,700 years ago. It's like if you went to a Chinese Venice. So today the weather seems to be a lot better, so that's why it seems to be that we are going to have a lovely day. But just in case, we brought our umbrellas. We just got to Zhujiajiao. This place is extremely far away from our location in the city center in Shanghai, but we made it here. It took us like, I would say, about 30 minutes. I'm not even kidding. And imagine, this is just basically one of the last stops of the line number 17. And it was a long way. I was actually nodding off on the train, and Yancy the same. So, but we still made it. I think that one of the first things I'm going to do in the town is to have a nice coffee or tea, and later we are going to be wandering around to see what we can see. I had to compare Zhujiajiao and Suzhou, I would say that this place will give you a more authentic experience in China. I don't want to say that this place is more beautiful, but it is more authentic. And obviously, when you come from outside of China, you want to see something extremely Chinese. And Suzhou is just like beautiful. It looks like a big city and etc. But I do have to say that if you had to choose between going to Suzhou or Zhujiajiao when you come to Shanghai, in my opinion, if you have time to go to both, go to both. But if you just can go to one place, this is the place that you should come to, because all the pictures that I saw about Suzhou, actually, I assume that they were actually not in that city. They were actually taken in this place in Zhujiajiao, because everything looks extremely ancient and traditional. I just love it. Good morning everyone. So right now we are going to Jing'anci, which is one of the main temples in the city of Shanghai. We are basically just 2 stops away from that place. Today the temperature is amazing. It is actually rather cool. I feel kind of cold now. We actually realized that yesterday evening the temperatures kind of like dropped dramatically. It was very hot during the day, but then it got kind of cool in the evening. So right now we are enjoying this lovely fresh climate.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. 送你红色的玫瑰花，爱是金色的玛利亚。
You know what, this is so hilarious that last year Richard and I, we paid actually twice the price to come in. It was kind of like 12 euros. But this time we just paid 6 euros 50, if I'm not mistaken, each. It came to like 13 euros for both of us. How come is that they are charging for like religious places? To me, it just doesn't make sense at all. And yeah. Jing'anci is situated in a very posh area of Shanghai. Most of the brands here are international. Just be aware that if you go shopping around, you need to get ready, because it is interesting how like most of the things that we get in Europe are made here, but then they are cheaper than in China itself. So it's like if they make a delivery more expensive to themselves and cheaper to the countries where they export it. Anyway, and also like if you wanted to get products like, for example, by L'Oreal, would be a lot more expensive here than back in Spain. It is just hilarious how it works here. And also there is another thing which I've noticed about whenever you go to any beauty shop, you know, where you want to get some creams or serums and etc., they would harass you. Like, they seriously, I mean, I love training everything. That's the only thing that I dislike about specifically the beauty shops. I'm not talking about every single place I go to, but as soon as they see you and they know that you are a foreigner, my lord, you will get like around 5 clerks coming. They would fly over you, and then they would like literally almost force you to buy everything they tell you. And you know what the funny thing is? That when you want to get something cheaper, they're like, no, this is not good, this is not good, you need to get this one is a lot better. Of course, like 20 times more expensive, which, by the way, most of the time it is like 20 times more expensive. This area around the Jing'an temple is seriously amazing. I love it. You can see small houses, little cafes. There is like a different ambience in comparison to the Nanjing Road, where everything is so like big and sprawling and noisy and etc. Here's like the opposite. You can see actually local businesses, and it is just beautiful. I love it. We just got to see the Wukang Mansion, which is a very interesting site here in the city. It is situated where it used to be the French concession area, and it was built by a Hungarian Slovak architect in the 1900s, and it was finished in 1924. Good morning everyone. So right now we are going to go to the train station because we have to print our tickets, as tomorrow we are leaving for Nanjing at 10 a.m. in the morning. So this is what we are doing. Today is our last day, unfortunately, here in Shanghai. We are going to be having 3 nights in actually 4 nights. Hold on, are we going for 3? No, we're going for 3 days to Nanjing, and then we are going to have one last night here in Shanghai before we fly to London. We just got to the train station and I'm getting flashbacks because I came to this place when I went to Beijing with Ridgely last year in February, and this is where we are going to be coming tomorrow in the morning before we go to Nanjing. We just managed to print our 2 train tickets to leave tomorrow for Nanjing. And this morning I was freaking out because I didn't know that my Chinese was going to be good enough to explain that we wanted to print our return tickets from Shanghai to Nanjing and back. But the woman seemed to understand everything I said, and there wasn't any further explanations from my side. That makes me extremely happy because last year when I came here with Ridgely, we did struggle a tiny bit explaining that we wanted to print our tickets. And I also like the fact that in China, they kind of respect the fact whenever you speak to them in their language, because in many other countries, whenever you speak in their language, for example, France, it doesn't really matter how well you speak French, they always want to prove a point that they also speak English. And here in China, people working in the service industry, they are very respectful in that aspect. Right now we are by Hailun Road because we want to go to a very interesting and unique shopping center in Shanghai. It is called Lao Chanfan. It basically used to be a slaughterhouse back in 1933, and it was later abandoned, and later on in the 90s refurbished, and now it's basically like a shopping center, but it still looks kind of like decayed, and kind of like if it doesn't look like the typical modern shopping center. They say that it is a very interesting part of the city, that if you like retro vibes, that's a very good place for you to go. Imagine now we are trying to cross the street because people don't want to go to just be down there, which is basically where you can go through the zebra crossing. We just had to all of us at the same time got together for it. Oh, lovely. So we are in a very interesting area in the city, actually. If I'm not mistaken, because I might be mistaken, but if I'm not mistaken, this used to be an industrial part of Shanghai back then, because if the shopping center was a slaughterhouse, let's be honest, that place is not going to be in the center. We finally got to the shopping center. This place from far away looks like if it was abandoned and decayed, but as soon as you come here, you realize that there are many shops inside. They even have Starbucks, imagine. So we are going to go inside to explore the building. It looks very interesting, just like if you were in a film, in a retro film back in the 50s. And they also want to do some sort of exhibition center, art gallery, I don't know, something like that in Barcelona, with some chimneys that you can still see in the outskirts of Barcelona. They were obviously part of a big factory over there, because Barcelona was kind of like the Shanghai of Spain. So this place is making me think about that place, because I read on the news that they are going to do something with those abandoned chimneys in Barcelona. Just left this shopping center. Right now we would like to walk along the canal, this one over here, and we would like to go to the Bund, which is basically over there, and later we would like to go to the area where you can see all the skyscrapers, as it is our last day today. Seriously, today is one of the hottest days of this year, and I cannot believe that I didn't bring my umbrella. Jens is a lot more protected than myself. This is the second hottest. I think that the hottest was today when we went to Zhujiajiao. That day was like seriously like hell, but it's still very hot today. Yesterday was really cool, but today is hot. So right now we would like to go by the Bund, and later I would like to get the metro to the other side. What I wanted to say, like seriously, like if you come to China in the summer, just be ready because it is hot. just got to Zhujiajiao, which is literally the metro station here at the business district of Shanghai. Over here you can see the two, in my opinion, most iconic skyscrapers of the city. I'm talking about the Shanghai Zhujiajiao, which is basically the biggest skyscraper in China. And also you can see the Oriental Pearl Tower, which is rather iconic, and I suppose that it is, in my opinion, even more iconic than the highest skyscraper of this country, because of the shape, of course. So I just purchased one ticket to go to the two spheres of the tower. It came to 24 euros, almost 25 euros actually. It was like 24.90 something, if I'm not mistaken. And my sister decided not to come with me because she says that it is a bit pricey, which is maybe true. However, if we were to compare this place with the Empire State Building and the Rockefeller Center, this one is a lot cheaper. And I'm not going to let these 24 euros stop me from having this lovely experience.
不羁的浪漫，是被月亮吹下的海潮，是窗边温温的烟，太多风景来不及看，等着来年再相见。这座城市的梦太长，不愿醒。街灯下细雨还在，没有人离开，我用尽全力留下来，和你住在同一个时代。只愿此刻永不醒来，不想错过每分每秒的相爱，满城的灯火为你而开，你的眼神让我心动难耐。当流星划过月亮之海，我知道我们的未来会有多灿烂，和你住在同一个时代，在这无与伦比的上海。满城的废墟羽化，那些不羁的浪漫，是被月亮吹下的海潮，是窗边温温的烟，太多风景来不及看，等着来年再相见。
Good morning everyone. So right now we are going to the metro station because we want to go to the Shanghai train station. Today we are getting the high-speed train to Nanjing. We are really excited. Do you know what? This is really annoying because I actually thought that it would have been a lot better to get a taxi, but I still have not been able to use the app Didi. So if you're in China and you have time to look into it, if you want to get around by taxi, like I would recommend you to use Didi. That's a very affordable taxi app. If you're in the country, for us it's just convenient to get a metro because it is actually rather near. And not taking into account that we're in a city with such traffic, that would not be recommendable at all. We are leaving in 2 hours, and I just really hope that we have a good time.